Spain is facing a political turmoil. Spain's acting Prime Minister, Pedro Sanchez, is on the verge of securing another term in office. His Socialist Party has won the support of Catalan separatists. And in return, they are being offered a controversial amnesty for those who took part in the illegal and failed push for regional independence 6 years ago. Sanchez is currently acting as a caretaker Prime Minister after inconclusive snap elections held in July. With the support of the Catalan separatists, the Prime Minister will likely avoid new elections. He will win parliamentary backing for another term as Prime Minister. This decision to offer an amnesty has triggered an uproar in Spain. This is because the proposed amnesties are something that Prime Minister Sanchez had previously said he would never do. However, as per experts, the separatists are not reliable. They have already made it clear they will seek concession in exchange for their support. The deal and the violence comes after thousands of protesters angrily surrounded the Socialist Party headquarters in Madrid. They called on Prime Minister Sanchez to not make a deal with the separatists. Some of the conservatives consider the separatists an existential threat to Spanish nationhood. The mainstream Conservative Popular Party has called for major demonstrations throughout Spain.
Increasingly violent protests led by right-wing demonstrators have rocked Madrid in recent days over a widely unpopular deal between Spain's acting prime minister and Catalan separatists. The controversial deal will grant amnesty to separatist activists who attempted an illegal breakaway in 2017. In exchange, Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez will get their support, paving the way for him to remain in power. But opposition leaders described it as giving into blackmail by independence leaders and a sign the country was veering back to a dictatorship. The Separatist Party's founder, Carles Puigdemont, who has been living in exile in Belgium and faces charges as a leader of Catalonia during the drive to secede, hailed the agreement as a change of narrative. After Sanchez's Socialist Party failed to clinch a majority in a July election, it was clear they would have to do a deal with smaller parties, including the hardline Catalan separatists, to gain the seats needed to form a government. Without their support, and with the vengeful opposition of the Conservative People's Party that controls the Senate, Sanchez's socialist could be paralyzed to pass legislation, including budgets, risking a vote of no confidence against him or the forcing of a snap election. Sanchez's conservative opponents have accused him of putting the rule of law on the line for his own political gain. Sanchez has secured the backing of two other regional parties, which all but assures him an absolute majority in the 350-member Congress in a vote due to take place in the coming days. Meanwhile, Spaniards have been called to show their outrage in town square demonstrations across the country on Sunday. One of the more divisive aspects of the amnesty deal protesters are upset with is that it would allow separatist leaders like Puigdemont to run for office again.